throwing on first down. Walls. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Like it's been this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Edwards. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Walls. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Got his man. It's Williams.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Up the middle, here's Edwards.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Edwards. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The Steelers at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10. We're down to the 41.
Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Walker with another carry.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we look at the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this 1st half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin with an AFC South matchup in Indianapolis, as Houston is in town. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Running right, here's Walker.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Walker. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Walls setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st down, Walls, and finding the tight end Hooper. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's into the hands of Edwards, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down, Walls. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give for Walker running right. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll look to throw here. He finds Pickens over the middle. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They'll run for it with Love. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2nd and 5. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Walls. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating from the gun. Walls. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They'll look to throw again.
It's Edwards again. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Walls.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st and 10, Walls gets this to Moore. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. To throw on 2nd down, Walls. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Walls. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Finding Williams once more. Complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Walls. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Walls. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he fends him off. Big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. It's a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.